Happy Mother's Day! Yay! I just got done eating the world's largest burrito. That thing was like huge. And I'm not exactly, let's just say I'm not exactly bikini ready. So probably gonna have to do some serious cutting back this week. I don't want to say diet because it's not really a diet. It's just like, let's just watch what we're eating for the next week. I don't know if people are interested in that or if because I'm smaller, I'm on the smaller side, if people find that offensive. Sometimes I get some comments that aren't so nice when I say things like, oh, I got to watch what I eat, or, keep an eye on it. It's genetic. I get that. Like, people are sort of the size that they are. But I was not made to carry extra weight. It really starts to look like some people just can, I don't know, they're just built to carry more, and some people are not, and I'm not. And I have really high cholesterol, like really high cholesterol. So I don't want to go on statins. If you eat the burrito and if you're at the top of your range, you got to just like pull back for a week. I can usually like whip myself back into shape in a week. The pool's closed. Oh my gosh. So the pool, my favorite form of exercise, can't run because I shin splints and all other kinds of things from doing marathons and half marathons and stuff. So the pool where I enjoy my swimming every morning is closed for repair, and I really have to pull back now because I'm not getting in that cardio. Not that swimming for half an hour every day is huge difference, but anyway, definitely have to, let's just say we're going to pull it back for the next week. I wonder if I should, this week is crazy. Not the point, oh my goodness, totally random, rambling on. I am so sorry. You came here for a video about a bag. You did not come here to hear me ramble. I have quite the bag. I didn't even know that this existed. You need to know that this exists, because if you're in the market for a summer bag that is a little bit more bougie than the Lululemon belt bag, but not as big as the Gucci, and you don't have to worry about water damage like the Louis Vuitton, I have the bag for you, and I did not even know it existed. Y'all, did you know this is a thing? This is a Balenciaga wheel bag. I think that's what it's called. It's in the men's department. This is in the washed denim. I do believe that they have this in black, but I already have the YSL one, which we talked about. Now, I can see that this is quickly becoming like, it's the belt bag channel. You want to know about belt bags? You go to Carolyn. She knows about belt bags. I am so sorry. I find these things so functional. This one, I just literally fell over. I had no idea that this existed. I was shocked, amazed, and this had to, it had to come home with me at some point. So this bag, I think it's still available. I think it's still in the men's department at Balenciaga. Couple of things. It is not the largest bag. It is larger than the YSL bag. It is very analogous to the Aloe belt bag. This is the washed denim. I just happen to really like it. It's very casual. I feel like I could throw this in the washing machine if something happened to it. The only thing that I don't necessarily like about this bag is, do you see, like, this is awkward. And I do feel like this strap could have been wider. It's really thin. Again, very analogous to that Aloe belt bag. If you look at the Aloe, matter of fact, I don't think that Aloe lets you try on their bags, but obviously a cheaper alternative. This bag is awesome. I've worn it all around. I have my little Labubu on here. And it's comfortable. It is comfortable. This bag is now packed for summer, and you're like, well, what's the difference between a summer packing and a winter packing? Well, during the school year, I have my desk, and my desk is a wonderful place for storage. I also have my car, which is great. But during the summer, there's times when I'm not near my car, and I definitely don't have a desk, right? So certain things have to come with me in the summer that I might not have to carry at other times. And primarily those things would be your sunscreen and a mini deodorant. Everything else I feel like is stuff that I carry. Right now this thing is packed because I haven't cleaned out the mini pochette in forever, and she's looking a little chunky. She had the burrito like I did. So you have this front pocket here, and it is the perfect size for a lip balm and a Touchland hand sanitizer. So you see the Touchland is sitting, I love Touchland. I just got back from a mini overnight camping trip in a park, not like camping, but I love the Touchland hand sanitizer to spray down surfaces, especially public surfaces. It was great. So I did use the Lulu one for camping just because it's camping, right? So that's what I have in that front pocket, but it could hold a myriad of things. It has one zipper. Some of them have the double zipper, but it has one zipper, and this is what it looks like fully stuffed inside. I have my Celine sunglasses and a soft case for them. Notice they were not in the soft case. I just have the soft case. Like, I might think about using this, right? I have saved it, Bath & Body Works hand cream. I tend to look kind of dry over the summer months. My staple Native mini deodorant. This is my favorite summertime mini deodorant. And then on the other side over here, I have the Unseen Sunscreen by Supergoop. Again, all Supergoop products are my favorite. People like the glow screen. I really don't like the glow screen. I'm trying to cut down on the shine, but this one's good. I just used it. We were outside walking and I put it on my shoulders because I realized I didn't have sunscreen on my shoulders. I have my YSL. I can't read that without my glasses. I have no clue what color this is. If you can read that, like, can you read that? Can you read that? That's what color it is. If you can read that, that's what color it is. I can't read that. It's this really pretty pink. I think somebody said it was a new color. I don't know. But this, I have a bunch of the Dior ones that I got, like some kind of sale or something. And if they ever have these on sale, I think I'm gonna go for those. My wallet, which is looking quite tragic right now. It's just a Celine card holder. I think it was one of the ones that was like a special color or whatever, but I have a lot of dollar bills, just $1 bills that I've crammed in here. And yeah. Then of course we have the mini pochette over here. This is what my daughter made me for Easter. Again, I think what's really taking up the space in here is I have a bunch of just coupons and gift cards and stuff. So there's just a lot going on that is taking up some space. But of course, oh wait, here are my glasses. I have my glasses. Now I can tell you what color the YSL is. These, oh wow, these are starting to break too. I've been through so many pairs of these glasses. They're the blue light reading glasses. Wow, that made a huge difference. 44, it's number 44. See? That's what I need. And I like these because they're not the half glasses. They're like full kind of looking glasses, but these are probably gonna break soon too, just because I don't take care of them. I just shove them in the mini pochette. And then keys. These will get smaller when the school year ends because I have to turn in my classroom keys. They don't trust us to have classroom keys over the summer. And then some AirPods. These are just the regular, these aren't the Pros. I have the Pros. I love the Pros. These are the ones that I thought I lost and then they came back, but they're smaller. And my phone. So that is everything that is in here. This is actually just one big pocket. So there's no zippers or compartments or card holder slots or anything like that, which is what I like. I do not like having compartments. I'm never not gonna have some kind of a bag or wallet in there. So I put the mini pochette in first and then my card holder. I've just decided to accept the fact that I am a mini pochette and card holder girl. That is what I like. That's what I'm gonna use. There's really no way around this. That is just my thing. That's how I like to organize. And then the rest of the stuff comes and goes as I please. But everything I really need, and when I was camping, that was so obvious because there were things that I needed, like eye drops and what else did I have? Oh, my migraine medicine. I ended up getting the worst migraines while we were out there. Probably hormonal stress. Who knows? But anyway, this bag is awesome. I don't know if I can wear it as a belt bag because I have no desire to wear it as a belt bag, but I wear it crossbody like this. I don't know if you can see. There it goes. This lip doesn't really go down very well, but you can make it go down. Like you can force it. I was just so surprised when I found this because I had no idea that this existed. Check out the men's department. Sometimes the men's department has things that you just don't really think about. Now, I haven't had it for very long, so I don't know if it will, see how the sides kind of turn right there? Hold on one second. Sorry about that. These sides do turn down. I don't think it's a problem. It's just something that you should be aware of. And then this buckle is plastic. Again, I'm not sure why luxury brands do that, but they do. And it seems fairly sturdy, so we'll see. I will come back at the end of the summer and let you know how this thing does with wear and tear. But I meant to kind of throw this around and use this. We have an interesting kind of, we're going to have an interesting summer, something we've never done before. So my daughter got accepted into this program. It's a beach program. And so she's going to be out in the ocean for large hours of the day. And she's asked me, because she's young, this is the first year that they accept kids. This is the first year you could be part of this program. So she's going to be part of the youngest group. And she has friends that are doing it, but it's pretty intensive and it's going to take a longer portion of the day. And so she's asked that I sit on the beach for, maybe the first week, maybe not. I don't know, but I think there are times when I will be down at the beach a lot more. One, because she'll be down there involved in this program. Two, because my husband's a surfer and he will probably be out surfing. So I'm going to take this opportunity to probably read at the beach. Now, when I'm at the beach, do I need all this stuff that I just went through? No, because it'll be part of my beach bag. I have a beach bag with seahorses on it. So it'll be part of my beach bag, and I would not leave a luxury bag sitting on, like if I decide to go in the water, I'm not going to leave a luxury bag just sitting on the sand. I would take a Lulu bag and throw it in the beach bag. And then things like suntan lotion, extra makeup, whatever, are part of the beach bag. So the Lulu bag is just basically my mini pochette and my wallet and my phone in case I need to go to whatever. So, because as we can see, I can't survive without those reading glasses. I'm going to have to figure out sunglass, reading glass, sort of hybrid. I have prescription glasses. I do have glasses. I just don't wear them when I'm not reading. And then when I'm out and about, I have my reading glasses. Whatever the case is, that situation will force me to use Lulu bags probably most days of the week. The same thing though, when I come home, I'm going to want to change out of that, especially like some of your bags will get sand in them and then you throw them in the wash and they're not like going out bags. So I will have a bag change probably every single day. So being mindful of that, I think in the next coming weeks, I'm going to be trying to be a little bit more strategic about how I pack my mini pochette, and that will become my basic purse that just goes from one bag to the next. And then everything else will be part of whatever bag I take. Does that make sense? I think that made zero sense, but that's okay. Anyway, it's a big week coming up. It's a crazy week. One of the things I think that noted about this particular bag, I don't really have room for an external camera. I like to carry the Osmo Action 5 as my carry-around camera as opposed to the DJ Pocket. I know a lot of people like the Pocket. They carry the Pocket. I think it just depends on like where you're going and what you're doing. For me, the Action 5 is the one that gets carried, and then this one is the one that I would take like in my bag if I were going on vacation. Clearly not if I was going camping, but I don't take it really with me. Again, not the point. The point is, if you're in the market for a good summer bag that's different, 'cause I didn't know this existed. You might not have known this existed. Now we both know that this exists. You might want to, you might want to. So, don't know the dimensions. I will link it though. If I can find it again, I will link it. And it's a wheel bag, men's department, Balenciaga, washed denim, but I do believe that there is a black nylon version of this as well. And you saw what I can fit in it. And this is the Pro Max phone, and she fits just fine in the back there, right? So just like that. Nothing has fallen out of this bag yet. So when I open her, like the YSL one, things will sometimes just fall out. And the Lulu ones, things always fall out. If you don't have your stuff in a mini pochette, things are gonna fall out. If you're wearing it crossbody, things will fall out. This one holds its shape a little bit better, and things do not fall out. Again, something to keep in mind. Wouldn't necessarily travel with it because there's no room for anything extra. Like, I don't feel like someone could just hand me, like, my daughter will be like, hold this, hold that. No, I don't even have a spare battery in here. That's how much I have it packed. But again, I need to go through that mini pochette and be a little bit more strategic about what I'm carrying in there once the school year has ended. Oh, I'm counting down. Not because my kids are great. I love them. They're amazing. They're probably the best group of sophomores I've had in maybe like 5 years, honestly. I really like them. I enjoy their company. They're nice people. Not that they weren't nice people before in the years past. They have been. But I really like this group. It's just juggling my dad and my mother-in-law and my daughter's stuff. Like, it's a lot. So I'm a little overwhelmed. So, for example, let me just take a moment. You can, if you only care about the bag, you can stop here. But this was our weekend. Let me tell you. Okay, it's currently Mother's Day. We just got back. We went out to lunch. It was sort of an impromptu lunch. There was this like restaurant that my husband and I had gone to when we were dating a lot, and just, it's practically a fast food restaurant, I'm gonna be honest, but I hadn't been there in forever, and I kept thinking about the burrito, and I wanted the burrito, and then I got the burrito, but it was not a planned thing. So Friday we went to work. I went to work, worked all day. Then Friday evening, she had a flag football game, went to flag football. It also was the evening of the bridging ceremony for Girl Scouts. She moved from a brownie to a junior. So we went from baked goods to like junior mints. And it's green. Her little sash is green. So she's a junior mint now. And so that was at 7:30. And then it was there's a hummingbird outside, sorry. There was the sleepover portion of that where we spent the night at a park. Now, when I say spent the night at a park, it's right next to a freeway. There's a duck pond on one side with some angry geese, and then there's a freeway. It's California. You have to remember, there's freeways everywhere. So there's a freeway on the other side. This is what we're sleeping. We were gonna go, then not gonna go, and then we just were going back and forth, right? We decided the day before that we were gonna spend the night. So I get on Amazon, I'm like, we're getting ready for summer. I don't really have the money to spend on a tent, but it's too late for me to borrow a tent. It's my cat. So I went on Amazon and I got a little 2-person tent. We're not very big people. Oh my gosh. All kinds of craziness. Okay. So we had this sleepover. I got this tent, right? So I get it off of Amazon. It's $40. It's a 2-person tent. Like I said, I'm not the largest person. She's obviously not the largest person because she's a kid. And so I'm like, perfect, 2-person tent. It's fine. Somehow, okay, our friends, bougie tents. Like they go camping, huge tents, giant tents, 6-people tents, 6-person tent here, 6-person tent over here, beautiful lights strung between the 6-people tents, 2 little like mobile couches between the 2 tents. Like it's truly beautiful, gorgeous. So we put the tents, our little tent, they wanted it, it's my dad again. She wanted it like close to her friend's tent. Okay, so we get there, we put the tent, she's like, it's so small, it's too tiny, it's barely, like, it is what it is. Like, you can go sleep in a friend's tent. There, people are offering, they're like, does she want to come here? Does she want to stay here? Because I could just sleep in the tent. They're like, do you both want to come? So, as it turns out, she wants to sleep in the little tent. Her friends think the little tent is cool. And 2 other girls, 4 people are sleeping in the 2-person tent. It is, I did not get cold. That was such a blessing. Instead of going long ways, we went this way because we're that short. We went this way and we were like little sardines in the tent and it was perfectly fine. But I am not a camper and so I didn't have a mat to put down or anything. So it was literally just ground. You know, there's the tent bottom, but it's just ground. And again, because I'm maybe not the, my hip bones hurt so badly because it, you know, I could only sleep on my side and then it was just straight like to the ground. So I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. The following day she had a soccer game. So we had flag football, bridging, sleepover, soccer game. On the way, I took her and her friend to McDonald's, came home, showered really fast because that's just gross. Like, no, I showered. And then went to the soccer game, came home from the soccer game. She knocked out, took a nap, understandably. I could not, for some reason, fall asleep. She had a birthday party at 6 p.m. It was a movie night from 6 to 10 p.m. I picked her up at 10 p.m. And then we got up this morning and we went to church. And for people that say Labubus are demonic, I don't know who you are, but there are people that say that. My Labubu went to church this morning. She heard the message and she's just fine with that. So we went to church, came home, went on a walk, and just got back. She was then invited to another friend's house that lives kind of far. And I'm like, I gotta do stuff for my dad. There's no possible way that I can make this work. So, yeah, that's just sort of where we are. I know our friend's disappointed, but they asked literally like 10 minutes before. Like, anyway, it was just too short notice. I'm like, I can't do it. Tomorrow I have to pass out yearbooks. Oh, and I'm in charge of the awards for her soccer team, so I have to get those. Gotta remember that. And then yearbooks are getting passed out, so I'm at school like long after school ends, and we're on block schedule. It's just crazy. Anyway, this was a video about a bag. I know. Until next week, have a wonderful week. I will keep, thinking about the things that I want to film for the following week. You might get a vlog in here somewhere just because I think you need to see the insanity to understand the insanity. Have a wonderful week and thank you for tuning in and I will see you next week.